careful. I know. Hello, Ashton. Ashton, hello. Hey, we could be all pals here, right? You know, we could just pal around here. So this must be Miss Oz Aston. Indeed, Oz Aston, Trump Tower's residence acrobat. Here's her bureau file. Have a look. Ah, thank you. Okay, Bowie. Oh, you're Australian. I see. Oz Aston. Chain ice formation. Under 1 centimeter. Purified water. The vase, maybe? The chain reaction continue up to 5 meters. Every 2 cubic meters takes 1 second to freeze. Oh. From what I could see on your file, Miss Ashton, your skill is chain ice formation? What? Who's coming up with these names? Ice formation? That'd be freezing water into ice. What's the chain part about? The range of my skill is less than a single centimeter. I can really only use it when I get into contact with water. However, once I use my skill a single time, it sets off a chain reaction, forming an ice block up to 5 meters. So if you merely touch the surface of a pool of water, you can freeze up to 5 meter radius? Yes, and I've shown that exact ability on stage before. However, I'm not able to freeze any liquid. My catalyst, the only liquid I'm able to freeze, is purified water. I see. I've got a general idea of her skill now. However, Miss Ashton, unlike the previous two, actually has a catalyst on her bureau file. I should probably keep that in mind. Catalyst, bureau, okay. Now we're done with the introduction. So we get to the main show. I don't know if you should call it that. Oh, okay. She was saying that. I thought we were saying that, right? Oh, she was the one. Okay. Now that we're done with the introduction, shall we get to the main show? The main show, huh? This woman is straight as... It's just as straightforward as Mr. Vernon. Alright, let's get it then. Before you begin your testimony, would you mind scooting up close to the table for me? Of course. After all, I'm quite the cool character. I noticed... No, it just goes, I'm very observant of that. I'm so observant. I see that mole on your I mean, on your cheek. Below your lip. How do you know about that one? No, your lip in your face. Also, why do you keep a frozen popsicle at all times? Is Vernon in here? Because I'm feeling a little hot. You know what I'm saying? I went to his office only once. The time was maybe 8 in the evening. However, I didn't step inside. When I stopped by, the ringleader was sleeping. I was worried he'd get angry if I woke him, so I returned to our green room. Time after, I heard Eula's screams. Oh, okay. You're not acting very cool right now. Her popsicle's melting and she just crying. Is the whole thing like they're all like not like their character? She's actually like a little bit of like a mess and all that. I sprinted to the office where her screams were coming from to find his corpse. That makes sense. Are you alright, miss? Whatever could you mean? When you recalled the incident in question, it looked like you were trembling. I believe you're mistaken. Such affairs hardly affect me. Few people would use such affairs to describe a murder. Oz Anston, you seem to be a rather unique individual. You haven't touched that ice lolly you're holding, so why carry it around with you? Lolly. Ugh, London. Perhaps. Mr. Vernon said he was acting out of passionate character on stage, right? Then maybe Miss Ashton is also playing a character? They're not exactly on stage, so why keep up the act? Besides, what character is this supposed to be? One with a split personality? Since Mr. Vernon was with his fire was made to focus on his passion, Miss Ashton probably acting out a cool-hearted character. Thinking about like that, I do feel quite sympathetic. Detective Athena, what's the matter? Why just laughing out of nowhere? Dear Lord, if I haven't figured it out, Miss Ashton's lying to you. Excuse me? What's the matter of this what manner of accusation is this? Is that? Miss Ashton, you said you never opened the office door, right? Then how could you know the victim was sleeping? Well, that's a perfectly good explanation for that. The explanation is that you're the culprit. You stuck in while he was sleeping and killed the man. She must have lied about not having opened the door. I'm sorry, you can't just point your gun. I'm sorry, you can't just point your gun at the suspect. You're like, hey, we can't tell him about the abilities. I will aim a gun at your face, though. Just because there's a possibility. That's rather a hasty conclusion to make. And would you please work on that habit of whipping your gun out all the time? You know what they say about old habits? Detective Dana's logic. It seemed sound at first. But is it true? Aren't there any clues that contradict her hypothesis? Let's print out her claim and check it out against some of the other documents. If I want to support or oppose someone else's opinion, I have to print out the transcript. Right. Cool. It's gonna be the purified water thing. Print it right now. You must have lied about not having opened the door. That's rather a hasty conclusion to it. Why is X? He was just there the whole time, Xing around. Alright, footprint, Houdini, footprint, Geller, victim's palm, handprint. Where is this at? Where's 4 at? Oh, that's on him. Okay, never mind. Impression, footprint, Geller. I don't think it's that. Was to the victim deformed by extreme. Huh. Oh, is it he was snoring? So that's why? Oh, it's a check the conversation logs. Okay. Not those. I was the first to find her there like that. I came to see at 9 o'clock to bring a coffee. She must have lied about not having opened the door. I don't think that proves anything. No. I represented that and that. This is the first one I'm confused on. Am I supposed to support her theory? I already did that, right? I guess I'm supposed to support it. Okay. The way that he was talking, I thought I was gonna have to go against it. But I guess I gotta support it. What? What? I'm confused. Why did my hint highlight this one? Am I not supposed to have this printout? It said to go against the transcript. What? Okay. Wait. Why did it highlight this one? Wait. Oh, are we gonna say just open the door? And that's... Oh, God. I was so confused. Or, well, one, I didn't think we were gonna go like, oh yeah, look at her statement. I thought it was gonna be someone else's statement. And two, when I first hit the hint, maybe it highlighted both of them, and that's why. But I swore it highlighted that one, so I was like, what is in the statement that could possibly... Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Detective Thena. What's wrong? If you pour too much admiration on them, or on me, that might lead to some problems. It's not that, I don't think she's lying. What? The part of Miss Ashton's statement about not opening the door, she wasn't lying. Huh? What? Why'd you say that? Please have a look at the witness's statement we just read out. When she said she didn't open the door, you didn't detect any sort of abnormal heartbeat. Oh, okay. Ah. Indeed, if your claim were true, Detective, you could have detected some abnormality in her heart rate when she got to that part of her statement. All right. Then what happened? How did Ashton know the victim was sleeping? The reason Miss Ashton knew the victim was asleep. Maybe it's because... this is where Vernon said he heard snoring, right? Or not Vernon. Someone said he was snoring. Or do I just show the object? Okay. See? He was snoring. That's how she knew. Of course, the sound. What sound? He's snoring. Right when I was about to open the door, I heard the ringleader's snores. The snoring was a thing to behold. So you heard the victim snores and knew he was asleep? You really expect us to believe that? It's true. What? Fuck. Why are you doing this? Why only prove my claims wrong? What am I supposed to say to that? I know what I'm supposed to say. Ashton? Ashton? Yes. Can I have your number? What? The ice starts melting again. What are you possibly saying? What are you... Alright. Now, are you the culprit? What? I don't... just start pressuring her. But actually, what's that number, huh? When the sergeant read the memory of the chair at the scene of the crime, she said she heard snoring. The snoring only stopped after there was a dull thud. The victim was snoring right up to the moment he was killed. Then I could see no logic that leads to any sort of falsehood in her statement. Congratulations, No! You passed the last test. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. She's like, tears are running down her eyes. Yeah, any great detective would know that. Real quick, I want to check clues. What was her thing? That was no test. Can we just say it was? Okay, just this once. Oh, logical. Ah, my head, it's doing it again. So is my... There we go. So is my name cleared for this now? It is. Sorry to have casted blame where it didn't belong. No, it's quite alright. As I said, I'm a cool-headed person, so it's natural for me to raise suspicion. Who's gonna tell her? I should. Miss Ashton, you don't look the least bit cool with what's going on. Instead of cool, I'd go with someone suffering from a mental breakdown. You don't say that to a person who's having a mental breakdown. Just the overall concept of carrying around an isolate to look cool. It's so one-dimensional. It actually comes off as sort of cute, no? That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, hey, I'm living at this apartment, okay? If you're free tomorrow, it'd be pretty cool if we met up. How could you? You're just acting cool because that's the character you play on stage, huh? You're right. When the ringleader first saw my skill, he said, "You can control ice, huh? Let's make you the Ice Queen." He said I had to change my personality, even the temperature of the green room to match that chill. This guy was insane, huh? I'm not the most skilled actress, so I tried my hardest to keep up the cool attitude, but it seems like it's no use. I do believe we need to find out more about the victim, Jean Henry Houdin. Could you give a statement about what sort of person Houdin was and what your opinions were of him? I'd like you to specifically focus on the role he forced upon you. Okay, I'll try. Speech review. Is it getting hot in here again? Honestly, it was Eula who suffered the most. Oh, but that's not to say she did anything to deserve that. The ringleader often said of Eula, I was tricked into hiring that girl. Geller can make things float, but only those close enough she could reach out and touch. If you really think about it, the leader's special ability had to do with soaring through the air, so he must have looked down on her. He always envied Vernon for being most popular and tried to throw a spanner in his act. I guess they got in quite the yelling match a while back, too. He even tried to put his hands on me once. Fortunately, he stopped right before hitting me. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is getting a little... Jeez. That's all I can think of right now. Can I leave now? That's terrible. Oh my god. This guy is he deserved to die. Indeed, you've put yourself through enough. Don't go too far, though. Oh, okay, I'll keep that in mind. The victim was absolute human filth. Honestly, I find myself thinking I'm glad he was killed. That's not something a detective should be saying. No one in this world deserves death. Huh. Still, so untainted, our Brian.